EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22. Yard line.
Let's go. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming across. Let's go, defense. Go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This is Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mike's 56. Hey, pass 85. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Pick it up. Hey, wahoo. 56, Mike, 56.
Now Allen. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To the air, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 56, Mike 56. I got one. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check. 56. 50, Mike, 50.
They go counter with Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
A gain of 13 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Breida, he'll try to right side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set. 19. Hey. Kill. 89. Do. 55. Mike 50. On the ball. Short. Hey. 50. 50 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
Watson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Mike's 59.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, 31. Watch the run. 36.
Here's Watson. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tight. Screen. Hey, check Mike 46. Hey, Alpha. Dude, 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Now Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking.
On first down, here's Breida. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Mike 50. Squeeze, double.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, Haywood. Ready? 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 50, Mike 50. 54. Don't say nothing. Bang, bang, bang. 54. Bang, bang. Check, check. Check. Check 43. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Check 6 guys. 59. Here we go, 50.
Watson now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch. Hey, 59. 64. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check the backer. Zoom. Hey, Mike 50, Mike. Hey, 59. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Yo, Mike 50. It's a party now.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
A gain of 12.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's go, Mike. 50. So we got man.
From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Watch the out. Watch the out. 49. Check 49.
From the gun, Watson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A final shot before half for Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked it. At the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, here I come. I'm 54. Switch gears. 54 is down, he's coming. Back, line him up.
Watson looking deep for Gabriel. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Mike, check. 59. I'm going back to you. Kill. Check 24.
Watson just beating the play clock. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson operating from the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Mike 5'9", Mike, check, 59. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 50.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch the safety creep. Check your hot read. Mike's 59.
Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014.
Check. Rush in. 59. Mike 5'9". 124. Check 31.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 31! Check my 50. Mike is a 50. All right, T, let's all right, T.
On 2nd and 9, Watson dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Watson now from the gun, he'll throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On first down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Mike 50. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, 59.
To throw is Watson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike 50. That's right, baby.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to... Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
You gonna see me and stop. Minus 50. They can't hang with us.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw, Watson. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
59, Mike. Check, 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Blue down.
They run a deep snap it to Watson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. After the sack on 1st down, Watson and Waller taking it in over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Mike, check, 59. Yeah.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Too little, Mike 5'9". You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Here we go on 4th. Watson escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Adams. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Check, 56. You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hey.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Hey, Team 6.
They run with Breida. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now it's Breida. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Saints, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.